Rio, San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play.
I didn't know that if you idled on the start screen long enough, it just started doing stuff. So there you go. Kind of cool. Hold on. Hey, there's... I'm gonna call him Bread. That's not a, that's not their name. Their name is not Bread.
With the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia.
I didn't know that it automatically did this.
Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology...
Hold on, watching this now that I played the game for a bit.
...things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further.
Hate it.
And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered.
Turing! A baby boy. Kind of cool. Kind of sick. Hi everybody. Sorry about the cold open. I'm happy to be here. Beak, Neo, thank you so much for taking the plunge. I'm so happy to have you here. Oh my gosh. Are we... Oh. Sick. I love this game. Is it clear that I like this game? Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty fine. Pretty fine. Very happy to be here with all of you. It's, you know, legitimately, it makes my fucking day. Either way, Lena, you know, you can call me Lena. Most people just call me Hazard Seal. I am here today. We're going to be playing 2064 Read-Only Memories. 2064 ROM. Again. Hi, Mari. Hi. Hi, everybody. We're just going to kind of get into it because... I don't know. I think that's kind of how I like doing it. I mean, sometimes I don't mind doing like a little chatty thing in the beginning, but sometimes I just want to play a video game. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Alright. Oh, right. Okay. I prefer using the... Alright, take a look. Windows line the front of the house and broadcast the hints of an expertly designed den inside. It's framed with light blue curtains that probably cost more than your rent, each. Okay. Touch. The anguished cry of the window cleaner bellows in your soul as you smudge one of the panes. That fingerprint could become incriminating if this trip goes... I didn't think about that. Milk. No. The windows try their best to produce deep, meaningful lyrics, but the effort is transparent. Small-scale bear statues guard the entrance to the mansion.
They'd look cuter if they had little outfits on.
You're so right, Turing! It is a little bear. It could use a sweater and a tie. Maybe a top hat. Cute. Now, you never know what you're gonna get. Touches it. You can't take it. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments. Hey, baby. What's your sign? Sign. The silence is unbearable. Oh, I love this. Hold on. The statue's head is too big to fit them on. No sweet jams for this bear. I got an achievement that said use an item on 100 items. Oh, wait. What else we got? Anything? Okay.
These tall shrubs could line the estate of a Victorian duke. They're that stuffily pleasant to look at.
Stuffily pleasant. I love that. I hope everybody's doing well today. Saturday. Heck of a day. Day of sitting. They have the stale beauty that can only come from the care of obligated professionals.
These evergreens are perfectly sculpted. Be careful not to wreck the mold if you touch.
I won't.
Don't treat the junipers like arbor vitae.
Sorry. Damn. Stick 'em up. The plant takes the volts like a champ, resolute and green in the face of the pistol's rage. Same thing? It's likely they have ridiculous maintenance routines as well. Like only being watered every Friday for exactly 38 seconds. No more, no less.
These tall shrubs could line the estate of a...
Oh, yeah. Same? It's framed with... Okay, yeah. Same? Yeah. Okay. 2 dark wooden doors make up the mansion's entranceway. A small foyer can be seen through the mottled glass. The doorway is crowned with a marble bear carving. Seems to be the theme here. Milk. Hold on. 2 dark... Okay, same thing. Touch.
Maybe we should ring the bell first?
Maybe Captain Obvious. Milk. This place is so rich and old-fashioned it wouldn't be surprising if they really did still have a milk delivery person. Pamphlet. The Organizational Outreach Act of 2043 forbade anyone from presenting pamphlets from groups they weren't affiliated with in private doorways. I'm glad you're having a good day. That makes me happy. Sorry, hold on. It was scratching my neck. This looks like the buzzer for an apartment complex. She needs one of these just for one house. It has the usual panel and speaker too, but the communication is only one way. You can't use the speaker without ringing the bell. Fine, Captain. Huh! That's a bear! Why is there a bear? Shirokuma? Hi, is Melody home? Is that a bear, Turing? I don't even want to know. I'm going between these two. Is that a bear, Turing? Yeah. I want to talk to Turing.
Appears so.
Oh. Oh, was I rude? I just wanted...
Your guess is as
He might have
good as
reacted
mine.
the same if I said the other one.
Mine says we can go in. Should we?
Sure. Doorbells have traditionally been more of a push thing.
The door's open. No need to ring the bell.
I don't want to be rude. The door to the Grand Mansion is open. How did that bear even turn the door handle?
Oh, wow.
Oh my god! This is the scene! The only read-only memory scene I could pull up on fucking Blue Sky as a GIF. And I was like, I don't know what the hell this is, but I'll put it here because I see Turing. Well, I didn't know it was Turing then. I actually didn't even think that... I didn't even register what the hell Turing was. I was just like... What is going on in this scene? Swanky.
What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms.
Good for you, baby.
Is swanky too out of date?
No. You can say whatever you want.
It's certainly before my time.
Oh, Miss Flores!
Hello.
Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing, and...
And
Oh, I know who you are.
I can explain.
He-
I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight. I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case.
oh,
Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises
Little
his
boy
profile
Yannick.
on the mesh.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
What?
hi Pat.
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
She's cool.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Well, either way, he's on a diet.
So cute.
This philosophy
Rawr.
is how I lead my life. Sometimes
diet?
you eat
Oh.
the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you.
If you're lucky.
Do you understand?
Oof. I make myself tired with that. Not really.
No, I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden.
Wait, you know,
You don't
did we
have
introduce
time to
ourselves?
waste if you're going to find him either.
Right.
What? Wait, how does she know? Wait, did I just zone out during that conversation? Okay. Looking. A Malcolm model, ROM, is tending to the garden. Don't worry, they're just trimming that bush. It can be very important to the health of your garden to keep your bush nice and tidy. Some people like a natural growth, but others greatly prefer a neatly trimmed bush. Some people don't like bushes at all. It's all about personal preference. You gotta see the forest for the trees. Alright, that came out of nowhere. A large climate-controlled globe towers in the lounge. It has some lively in-season plants inside. Out of all the healthy plants and interesting habitats you've come across, this one takes the metaphorical cake. The planter's shape makes it look like the plants inside it are reclining on one of those awesome sling chairs. The posture works. A chill plant is a lush plant, apparently. A large oh, I heard that. I got so used to reading new stuff. Touch. The planter box looks impossible to open, but rubbing the outside does produce a nice squeaky plastic on furniture sound. You could totally scratch a hot track with this effect. Wiki wiki, as they say.
Please stop.
Oops. I'm touching it again. Ah. Would you like some milk? Those damn headphones. The plants are listening to an ambient trance playlist on a platform called Rooty. The plants are shocked. Not in an actually electrified way, just surprised that you would pull something like that on them. Oh my gosh, there's so much to look at. No, I want to go. Wait. Here we go. A thin string of steam escapes the delicate spout.
The blue and white coloring is an imitation of a popular set used in Scotland in the late Edwardian era.
Oh.
Sadly, no true originals exist.
The tea arrangement is simple but refined. The desire for shortbread cookies comes immediately and strongly. The teapot itself is busy, but the computerized pot holder takes note of your requested temperature change. The handling of the teapot is strictly the domain of the host servants, at least in homes of this class. Milk? Would you like my ID? Tea time is no time for the boasting of one's identity. Such assertions are reserved for after-supper brandy and cigars in the library. Milk! It's fairly likely you can request milk that isn't toxic. You don't know that. The tea is already being kept at ideal serving temperatures, thanks to its automated pot holder. The biggest strawberries you have ever seen are assembled in a china bowl on the coffee table.
These strawberries are genetically modified using the Flockhart method, altered most for aesthetic appearance. This is in contrast to the Borlaug method, where food is modified for greater crop yield and higher nutritional benefit.
That was kind of interesting, actually. I hope I remember that. So it's just to make rich people look even more fancy. They look too good to eat, that might be the point. These strawberries have been modified to resist electrocution to protect growth in the face of storms. Wow. If ever there was a case to be made for pure naturalism, this bowl of modified strawberries would be it. A RO51E-893 unit. From the emblem on its side, it sits patiently near Pat in a sort of ambient sleep mode, playing light instrumental music.
The Rosie series are the most socially organized ROMs, designed to track personal liaisons and maintain social calendars. It was nicknamed the Jane Austen bot by Assets magazine a few years back in its annual mandatory machines issue.
Jane Austen bot. Rosie units are designed to remain in sleep mode unless reactivated by its owner's voice. Like the high-stakes socialite relationships it monitors, the Rosie is extremely delicate. Milk? Oh. A background program researches your entire family history. It now knows more about where you came from than you ever have. A background program researches the Fairlight family history. Huh. Fairlight's great-uncle on his mother's side was a chef for the second Clinton administration. Neat. Whoa. The latest episode of Media Blitz is going into the sordid details of a new teen actor's island love affair with a local politician's daughter. These shows are so demeaning, reducing the private lives of famous people to soap operas for the lowest common denominator. Ooh, the Marataki twins got thrown out of Doc's place for fist-fighting that guy with the transparent hair? Wait, how is it this late already?
Media Blitz disabled touch interactivity on their show after the appearance of their new host, a former swimming champion, led to thousands of screens being fondled into disrepair.
Oh my god! All direct feed viewer requests have been calculated for this episode of Media Blitz already. The last time Media Blitz hosted a celebrity that supported the human revolution, the amount of angry messages from both sides that the studio received caused a network-wide ban on the issue. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. I didn't realize that my music started playing again. Sorry for the the dissonance, if you were hearing that. It was still read-only music, read-only memory music, read-only music. It was still music from the game, but still. Wait, a room control monitor is fixed onto the back wall of the room. The temperature is set so low. It's freezing. It looks like an antique. It seems having all the money in the world doesn't mean much without your creature comforts. And your bears. Only Madame Flores and a team of techno-archaeologists could figure out how to make this fossil run. It's old, but it's not in need of a defibrillator. Oh. This thing is so old, it might even agree with you and reminisce on the good old days when computers and humankind were separate but functional. Whoa. A huge marble fountain adorns the courtyard. Its pleasant bubbling sound can just barely be heard over the TV and outdoor ambiance. It's a simple goblet design, and its edges are rippled slightly so the water trickles off in curled rivets. It's a nice effect. Cool. You have no coins to throw in. No wishes for you.
Most of the human revolution's arguments don't hold water.
It's funny. A pair of wide window doors are set open in the back of the room, leading to a plush garden. It's like a portal to an elven glade, if elven glades had the sounds of car traffic in the distance. Can one truly use an open door? The doors look open to conversation. Eli, thank you so much for taking the plunge. Welcome in. Aloha. Okay. A plush purple fainting chair dominates the room. It positively reeks of antiquated class, from back when proper ladies got the vapors and when polio was still a thing. This chair keeps a strict 1-to-1 human to animal ratio. This chair is for recovering from social exhaustion. The conversation chairs are in the tea room. No, no, no. You want to network with the people on the expensive chairs, not with the furniture itself. It would make a great abstract statement about social stratification and class politics, but the cleaning bill would be catastrophic. While the stun gun would certainly cause fainting and thus make the chair useful, it would just singe the upholstery if fired directly on the chair. The most regal-looking robotic cat in the world sits prim and proper on the fainting chair. If it spoke any languages outside of robotic meows, it could probably trace its lineage back to the cradle of jungle cat civilization.
Lily here is a model based on the Persian river cat, one of the newest designer breeds to be put on the market. They are prized for their traditional Egyptian features, despite being more directly related to a Chinese breed.
Great. You give the cat a pet. The name on her collar says Lily. It looks remarkably bored at all attempts at conversation. Do you like this milk? If this cat had the ability to drink from a saucer of soured milk, it would become the single most spoiled entity to ever exist. It already knows who you are, and it is unimpressed. There you are.
Melody keeps unusual company. Ursus maritimus, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
That might be why the temperature controls are set so low in here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a polar bear.
I wasn't aware you knew the scientific name of the species. Ooh, has my interest in proper nomenclature started to rub off on you?
He's so sweet. They're so sweet. I don't want to be rude. This is rude. I would have been like, yeah.
Plenty. Have you heard of a Kermode bear, also known as a spirit bear? Or he could be a white-phased black bear, or even a pizzly.
I'm sorry? What's a white-faced black bear?
But he's not. It's a polar bear. Yep, definitely a polar bear.
Oh, okay. Pat is Melody's butler, not yours. He will offer service when and only when his mistress permits. Why is there a bear? So, Grr and stuff? Did Pat just snicker at your DMV photo? Hard to tell with his butler politeness. Nope. Don't feed the bears! Whoa, that little helmet he wears is constantly translating the TV into growls and grunts in his ears so he can understand. Whoa.
Don't let him eat it.
Alright. I think that's it. Hello, Melody. Sorry for wasting your time. Melody Flores, nanomachine heiress and the owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group.
Madame Flores is more of a royal figurehead at Flower these days. The group's board of directors make most of the major decisions in consultation with FCG's chief officers.
The matron saint of a dozen causes has grown more removed in recent years. An earthquake couldn't sway her from her luxurious repose. Try again when you have a trust fund or hold a majority of a Fortune 500 company. Milk?
That's gross, dear.
No, I don't feel like showing her anything else.
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
You seem to think he's still alive.
Flores. You seem
That makes me
far ahead of
happy.
us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have.
Oh my god, why did my model go nuts when I drank water? Hold on. That was weird. My cup that big? Holy crap.
We haven't had access to any of his research notes, and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with. Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Parallax is known for that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We had been catching up
Interesting,
recently,
yes.
and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people. When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger, it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Stinks.
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
Oh boy.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup. Well, you and I haven't properly
Curious little
met,
tot.
but
I love that about him.
considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt? We'll go with that.
Huh.
I wouldn't mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
It's kind of cute.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions, for now.
How did you help Hayden with Turing?
Indeed. I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapiens. At least not primarily. Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Jill,
Excuse me.
but it's best you know the truth. Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix.
Whoa.
You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. What the hell? How would Turing's development help with digitizing the human mind?
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades.
What?
Functional immortality is powerful lure. The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct.
True.
Even with the virtual reality,
It's kind of
implants,
fascinating,
we're really
actually.
just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals.
Yeah, the brain is
So Hayden
wild,
decided
chat.
the best way to make a machine
fabulous.
more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind. Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents. Hayden is a crack programmer when
interesting.
it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling, and let them loose.
Huh.
Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Damn, it's kind of...
Interesting.
Jesus, I hope Hayden's alive, because that's kind of...
Hayden never
like,
revealed
I don't know,
any of this to
fascinating.
me.
Fantastic
I
in
imagine he's pretty tight-lipped.
the way that... Yeah.
You were the first prototype he considered a real
Huh.
success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
Can you elaborate on your involvement?
Phew, if you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else. When he started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants. Cheeky,
Wow.
but
Yeah,
it was
I was gonna say.
impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here.
Disruptive.
I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear.
It feels like it keeps going back between her knowing what's happened to him and her not knowing, and I'm a little confused. Hayden wasn't interested in Turing's development?
I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research.
Nice music.
In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community. See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Stock. What?
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there. Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work.
I see. Okay,
Hayden is going to
his
propose
technology is
that
accessible.
human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware. Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts
Matrices
of my
is such a
processing power.
good word.
Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure, there's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software. Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever. But there's more than enough people who are.
True.
Thank you for this, Melody. I understand so little of my origins.
Oh, sweetheart.
I'm sorry, I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure.
What's the story between you and Fairlight?
Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years. I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1. Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally.
What? What?
I turned him down, very politely, I might add, and then suddenly all of the cooperation between our companies dried up. We've been at it back and forth ever since. I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you.
What an asshole.
He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants.
He did send us over here, though. I gotta give him credit for that.
Still,
unless he was trying to get
I suppose
kudos with her.
Now, I might not turn him down.
Girl? I'll let him know.
It would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
Damn, girl. I think that's everything we need to know.
Back to my retirement.
Just talked about that in front of little Turing.
Thank you for your time, Melody.
He's little,
We'll
he should be hearing that.
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like it. I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be
Mensa, I've heard of that.
Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh. I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere.
Okay.
He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information.
I wish I could call Fairlight and be like, get over here, she wants to score.
That would be fantastic, Melody.
Yippee!
Perhaps Golden Gate Park?
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't show him too many of your cards.
You got it, girl.
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Hi.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Wish us luck.
Aww. Family! Now what? I've looked at everything. Well, I guess I just leave. I guess I just leave. Wait. Stardust Club. Hospital. Market Street. Oh, can I not go to the other place? I thought I could go to the other... Yes, can I? Isn't that the other... Can I try to get those guys out? I feel real bad. Alright, let's go here. Have I been here? The 2061 model is more popular among car experts, though.
It has an extra cup holder.
Have I been here? Turing doesn't seem to have any data on the species. It must have been crossbred for the most genetic beauty. How much would it cost for your landlord to put a plant like this in front of the apartment? He probably wouldn't do it if it were free. This plant is the product of a lot of genetic engineering. It may be a member of a royal plant family or a plant superhero. Thanks to a new environmentalist ordinance, tampering with a bioplanter gets a stronger community service sentence than most misdemeanors. Thug Senpai, thank you so much for the follow. Aloha, welcome in. It's nice to see you. Use item? Milk? I hope you're having a good day. This planter is sealed. Try the other plant. Have I been here? Am I dumb? Like, what is happening? Doorbell. No one is available at this moment. We apologize for the inconvenience. Where am I? Have I been here before? I'm confused. The COS.io Corporation office building employs a pretty fancy interactive screen out front. If they keep it outdoors, the electrical work in it must be on another level. That sign is not yours. It's voice controlled. The screen begins to cycle through the business listings and your available options. My gosh. Look at car. A 2062 ZIZ CR4 coupe, perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. Oh, wait, there's an arrow up there. Hold on. Wait. There it is. There's no way I've been here. Hold on. All right. There's no way I've been here. It was acting like I had. Okay.
It has an extra cup holder.
Why is it acting like I've read some... All right. Are you having fun talking to this car? No. Oh, you are? Oh, well, then please keep talking to it. Yeah. You shake the car? Sure. An ad for the latest Ziz Coupe starts playing as you approach the vehicle. Come to our Neo San Francisco Ziz dealer. If Wizaki Pete can't save you credits on your next ride, then you'll get a free ticket to an upcoming Neo SF 49ers game.
Bulbitis riparia, one of the more popular
Bulbitis
display ferns in recent times.
I love that.
Expensive, given the cost of caring for it. The species is native to threatened tropical forests, but it became
like
a
no background
popular
music. It's
import
strange.
after being endorsed by a former child star turned conservationist.
What? Okay. A thick paned floor-to-ceiling window. Inside, there's a bunch of security guards and rows of elevators behind them. Even though it's the holidays, it still seems pretty busy. Half of the businesses that operate here probably don't take the day off. That isn't the door. You smear your greasy palms on the glass. Great job!
Be careful where you wave that around. You
Fair.
never know who's watching or what's scanning.
Alright, fair. Nobody inside can hear you, and everybody outside thinks there's something wrong with you. The plant sits safely enclosed in its isolated ecosystem. You can't touch it. It's in an enclosed planter. Milk. Nope, not this one. The other one? The fern almost overflows from its wall-mounted holder, making it look like a featureless plastic head with green anime hair. Cute, I love it. Up. These trees are genuine, real roof trees. These became all the rage back in the 40s. Many companies sponsor roof trees. They used to sponsor animals, but after the York's raccoon blackout of 2060, they stopped that practice. How did the trees manage to grow so high with so little soil?
According to the MeshNet, the COS.io Corporation office building proudly hosts over 100 species of birds in their trees. Well, that's nice.
It is nice. These trees... Okay. Oh, same thing. And it's a little strange that I can look up here. Is there nothing else I can do up there? The KCOB door is automatic. You need to wonder if you push or pull. Oh, you needn't wonder.
Let's stick to what we were doing elsewhere for now.
What? Why? I want to go inside. This is nonsense. Okay. Alright, so it's locked me out of the other option, which does make sense. Let's go see if I can talk to the... I feel so bad for them. Can I talk to you?
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police
I didn't
Station,
mean for those guys to get
citizen.
arrested. I thought she'd be... I don't know what I
How may I be
thought.
of
Of course
assistance
she wouldn't be
today?
cool about it. How are things in the department?
Crime is down in this district by 12% this year.
This is the same thing you keep
Thank you
telling
for
me.
your sustained interest in your local law enforcement. Would you like to learn more about employment opportunities with the NSFPD?
No. I'm good.
Your lack of civic duty has been noted, citizen.
Your lack of what?
Have
You
a nice
bitch.
day.
Rude. Damn. I feel so bad for those kids. Alright. What just happened?
It's only been a few days, but I really do wish I could get back to my painting. Back to something normal. I feel caught in a loop. I run through the facts over and over, but I get nowhere.
Oh, sweetheart.
Maybe if I put it on paper, something will make sense. Or maybe it'll just be cathartic. I don't really know what else to do.
What do you think Bob Ross would say?
That's an interesting question. Mr. Ross seemed to be a Christian, but was rather circumspect when discussing his personal life. Maybe he would tell me that God has a plan, or maybe he would say one of the things from his show. It's hard to see things when you're too close. Take a step back and look. Or maybe only think about one thing at a time. Don't get greedy. I don't know what I think about a supreme divine creator. Mine certainly wasn't. But I'd take any of the advice in the spirit given. The things that have happened have happened.
I don't know what I did to trigger this, and I don't know why there's like a black screen with what looks like newspaper on the ground.
There are no mistakes. I should fix the things I can fix and change anything I can't into something different, something better. Thank you.
No problem, sweetheart. Did my game bug out? I think it bugged. I think it absolutely bugged. What the hell was that? Oh, that's what that is. It is litter. When I did the look at this, that was weird. I mean, it was nice to do a little check-in. Eucalyptus globulus, huh? You try calling to some birds, but they just fly away. Bye-bye, birdie. Did I...
It received its second restoration nearly 10 years ago. That's over.
What triggered that
70 years
conversation?
since its first
I mean, I
reopening
loved
back in
it, but...
1984.
Alright. You've never seen this person, and they appear to be waiting for somebody. Oh, is this the person I'm meant to meet? Mensa... Oh. Only one way to find out.
Can I help you?
No.
I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Are you Vincent Mensa?
What a weird way for me to introduce myself. Just shoving my fucking headphones at him.
We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people. Do you have everything that I asked for?
There must be some miscommunication.
What?
Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
What are we talking about? What is happening right now?
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city.
What?
Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand with nothing. I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Insulting, but accurate.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help. Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay. But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now. My info is my leverage, and it's not for free.
That's kind
I'll
of
just
fair.
have to find another buyer. Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Perhaps we could assist you?
Yeah.
My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people
Aw,
and information.
I don't know
is
if I'm
part of the
terrific at
job.
all.
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable
Whoa.
car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca.
Whoa.
If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials,
Untraceable car?
whatever.
That seems impossible at this time.
If you're really sure journals can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
Sure.
Might?
I mean, do you, might? I mean, is that better than just a no? Do you mind answering some of the questions
Dear
first?
God, I'm doomed.
What the hell am I doing? I don't understand. It feels like the game switched all of a sudden. Like it's bugging out. I don't know if I'm
More
where I
you can tell us
am.
about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
What the hell is happening?
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff.
What do you do for Parallax?
I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division.
Okay.
Or maybe was, is what I should be saying.
Hmm.
If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get. We've worked
Okay.
pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best.
Okay.
But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion.
The people
virtual
who
reality,
wrote this
yet most
must
people
be
would still call you
extremely
science
smart
fiction.
in their own right.
If you say so.
Why are you so adamant about getting out of Neo SF?
Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big ass straw.
Big ass straw.
There is. How do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide. Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company. The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless, and more concerned with profits and power than ever before.
Okay.
Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that. If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job.
So this
So
guy's
I'm getting
asserting
out
that it's
before I
Parallax that
accidentally
killed him.
step on the
Or,
wrong
I
person's
mean, I
toes
don't want to say
and end up
killed.
at the bottom of the bay.
It's Parallax that kidnapped? I don't know. Do you know
Nothing
anything about
concrete.
Hayden's disappearance?
I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything.
I bet.
If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Thank you. We'll go get those things for you.
Sure. I guess I can stick around here for a while. I need to make some calls anyway. If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want.
How?
Forwarding photos and info for the passports to Turing now. And I really hope you can do this.
How do I do this?
I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway.
Uh-oh.
See you soon.
Maybe Tomcat can help?
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or an untraceable car. The only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalize Hayden's apartment. I doubt they could point us in the right direction, but a long shot is better than no shot.
Please let me help them.
They might agree to help us if we get them off the hook for stealing the data cache.
Yes! Oh, yay!
We should check the police department and see if Lexi can pull some strings.
Oh, thank Christ.
As for the rest, perhaps Dr. Fairlight or Melody could spot us the credits.
Yeah. We'll ask Melody.
That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause much consternation for either of them, assuming they are as dedicated to helping as they claim.
True.
Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did let us know he'd be at the hospital.
Let's go to Fairlight and tell him Melody wants to smash.
Up to you to decide which would be a better course of action.
Okay. I am going to take a 15-minute break. I'm going to leave the music on. I need to get some water, stretch my legs a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay. I needed to stretch for a little bit. Thank you so much for your patience, everybody. I need to stretch. But we're back. Okay, Lord in heaven, what the hell happened to you? It looks like some older kids got their artistic expression out on the poor police ROM. They covered up its eye with spray paint. This model looks pretty old. It probably didn't even know it was being drawn on. Lexi is gonna be pissed. She's the one who left it. That spray paint isn't coming off, and you'll probably irritate them more if you start prodding.
Who is there? I cannot see a thing. I shall make a note to request more street lamps in this park. This is much too dark an area.
Run, don't walk. To run, donut walk. New menu includes the Cronutberg and the Ridley Biscotti. Shouted! Thank you so much for taking the plunge. Welcome in. Aloha, I hope you're doing well. Even Police Feed has ads these days. A chalk doodle of the police ROM that some kids drew.
It's not bad. I want a chalk drawing of me.
Aww. I want to draw you on it. You'd make a lot of kids and probably Turing upset if you were. I was just wanting to add Turing. Okay, definitely Turing too. Despite its current state, the real police ROM is probably still more helpful to speak to than this drawing. Yep, it's still broken. You can't get Froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. Go, water! Go! Can I use it to clean him off?
How come we don't carry anything useful, like soap or a sponge?
I can't believe I can't use the fucking... What is this? Who's that little guy? Is that Alfie hiding in there? The water ROM? Come here, little Alfie. Oh my god. Alfie! You reach out your hand, but they duck their head lower.
I feel bad for teasing it so much, but it had to be done for Hayden.
Aww.
The park ROM will recover, I'm sure.
You! It was you who... Water.
It seems he remembers we were his last customers.
I need to refill my cool, refreshing water.
Okay, well let me do that for you.
I must.
All you can hear is a lot of desperate... that. Poor ROM, poor park goers who will never taste that water. How do I... Damn it, I'm just leaving destruction in my wake. Okay, alright. Okay, alright.
I didn't expect you to show up here.
I've been here 3 fucking times trying to figure out what you were doing with these poor guys so I could get them out of here.
Hey, look! It's the snitch.
Hi, Starfucker.
You know what they say about snitches?
You get stitches.
Not in front of the detective, Chad.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you don't think the vandalism is enough, I'm sure I can write up a quick charge for that threat too.
We don't need to do that.
We didn't do nothing that bad. This is bullshit. Oh, my dad's gonna kill me.
God, whoever did the character animations, like, and designs are brilliant.
To the wrong street. A little community service never hurt anyone. It'll be a learning experience.
And we
We
would've
reel
gotten
this back,
away with it,
actually.
too, if it weren't for...
Chad, shut up!
Don't call me that, Ollie! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
Chad!
So what's the point of watching all those ancient cartoons with you if I can't use the joke?
Don't dig us any deeper. We're in enough trouble as it is.
They say it in every episode!
We're not on a television show, jerk. We were arrested by real cops.
Oliver seems to be having a... Yeah, I don't blame him. Like...
What? You think they haven't seen the show?
Why do you always think everything is a damn joke?
How old are
asshole?
you kids? I thought they were like 18
now
at
look
least.
who's
This
wearing
doesn't seem like that.
shoes.
Boys, if we're done arguing,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
so
Whatever.
what brings you to my lair?
Whatever. Mind bending the rules a bit. These two might be able to, help. I have just the idea for their community service. Ooh, hold on a second. I should have saved before I did this. Fuck! I never remember to save. I haven't saved since I started playing.
Oh, great! Now what? We gotta pick up your dog's shit or something?
I don't think it's about a dog.
Starfucker, watch your mouth.
Ollie? You Yasuhiko Mano now?
You Yasuhiko Mano now?
How do you even know who that is?
I got into your vintage games. I'm totally nailing the detective references today.
Did the two of you ever shut up? I swear I should lock you up just to spare the city of your ceaseless
No.
jabbering.
We don't want to do that.
My position as a servant of the public demands it.
Nope.
I'm not sure bad referential humor is illegal, ma'am.
Dude! Bad? You're supposed to be on my side!
If you guys are dating, I don't know.
We really could use their assistance, Detective Rivers. It's my apartment in a way. Isn't it up to me to decide whether I press charges?
True! Little smart boy.
Not even remotely.
No, it is. It's absolutely. Yes, it is.
But fine, take him. I can't handle being within earshot of the blue one any longer.
Aw, I thought we were really making a connection, Detective.
Does he get a tongue piercing?
Sorry about Chad, ma'am. He doesn't mean harm. We're very grateful.
Oliver, I hope
We need to check
Chad
in
gets
with our
his shit
families
together
first.
very
So
quickly.
we'll meet the two of you back on Market Street, if that's okay.
Of course. We'll meet you there, Oliver.
Well, that was easy.
What a waste of my time.
No. Get over it. Sorry, Lexi. We'll make sure they're useful.
Don't worry. It's a hassle, but you know what we say. Gold in peace, iron in war. Back to the grind again.
Golden
safe,
peace,
stay
iron,
safe.
and war. It's nice to see you, Shonen. I hope you're having a good day. Well, that was easy. Hold on. I need to save. I'm about to try to do something. Wait. Ah! Where is he?
Greetings, guest. My records indicate that you were here recently for an event involving cranial trauma, but discharged yourself early against recommendation. Have you returned for a checkup? I can schedule one for you and assist you with the paperwork if you need it.
I want to talk to what's-his-face.
Patient Fairlight is currently available to receive visitors.
Okay. I want to tell him Melody wants
Take
to
the
smash.
stairs to the
I'm
second
not going to
floor
get his
and
help
meet
for
him in
anything,
room
though.
214. I will page ahead and let him know you're on the way. Please note that patient Fairlight is to avoid undue stress, so take care.
I'm about to give him a fucking heart attack, dude. Absolute fucking old baddie wants to like get with him.
To set back his treatment progress.
Good for her. She's a bib.
Stress-free.
For her age.
Motto. Right.
Not for me, unfortunately.
Ah, I didn't expect to see you.
I got
soon.
news for you, brother.
Case.
Yeah, I got a big break.
I've been receiving odd phone calls from strangers all day long.
Great.
So I'm curious to know if your efforts have proven more productive. I hope my suggestion to speak with Melody Flores panned out.
Yeah, you...
It did. She pointed us towards a parallax researcher willing to sell us information.
I didn't want to tell him this.
Ah, wonderful. So then
I'm about to save scum. Oh. I can't tell him. We're leaving. I'm safe scum. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. No fucking way, girl. You're new. Oh, you're back. You're not new, but you're back. It's Brian Mulberry, leader of the local chapter of the Human Revolution.
Welcome back. Care to take another pamphlet or two?
No. Why are you out here all alone?
Ah, the cold weather has made organising demonstrations a bit difficult.
Thank you for the stretch. Oh, you're doing great. The voices are kicking your ass.
But I refuse to relent.
And thank you so much for the beak hydrate.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, I will not rest until I stop these abominations from undoing God's almighty work.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Won't shutting down clinics like this cost lives? Why is so much genetic modifications less human? How far back would you like humanity to go? All these are good questions. This one. First.
That's a leading question.
Is it?
Of course, some people have life-threatening afflictions, and it's a good thing that science has evolved to treat all kinds of diseases.
Mm-hmm.
Simply wanting cat ears and furry tails does not constitute a disease. A disease of the mind, perhaps. If the government strictly limits genetic alteration surgeries to only life-threatening emergencies, well, that would be a start towards undoing the damage.
But then who gets to categorize what is or isn't a life-threatening emergency?
We are not God. We were made in his image, and his image did not include fur.
I don't like you.
I feel it's rather simple.
I understand the rhetoric and I
It's
don't like it.
even in the name. Modifying genes means we are changing the very DNA that makes us unique.
Our DNA has been changing. What are you talking
We're
about?
giving doctors, among other people with a severe lack of understanding of the human condition, the right to make us into entirely new species. We are the byproduct of tens of thousands of years of natural selection and evolution, and now these people want that progress to just be reduced to a formula, to be injected into your skin at your convenience? And why? To fulfill some sick fantasy. We have VR dramas. Leave your imagination at home. Besides, why should we give these self-proclaimed animals the same rights as humans when they clearly don't want to be human?
How far back would you like humanity to go?
That's the greatest misconception of our group. They would have you believe that we'd rather go back to the Dark Ages. Oh, sure, the human revolution wants people to go back to washing clothes by hand down by the river, right? We'll all go back to playing with sticks, yes? We do not advocate for a reversal of all technology. That would be ludicrous. We merely want severe limitations on genetic enhancements and a focus on medicinal practice beyond gene therapy. That would include an outlawing of cosmetic gene therapy, yes, people parading around in fur and scales as proud abominations. We need the government to protect these patients from themselves.
I think this is an interesting use of this metaphor. I think using animals as the metaphor is very, I think it's a very slippery slope. I think it's a little bit of a dangerous slope because, not to, you know, get historical, but, you know, there are many countries in living memory that did not acknowledge certain races of people to be human. So, like, to my recollection, it wasn't until the 1960s that Aboriginal Australians were, you know, considered in the Australian Constitution as being human. They were classified as fauna. So, yeah. I don't know. This analogy is a little dangerous for me right now. I understand what they're saying. It's a little iffy. It's a little, you know, but I understand what they're saying. I understand the intent behind the use of the analogy. It's there's a very high potential that maybe the writers of this either weren't aware of the, like, or maybe they are. Maybe they're fully aware of the comparisons and things that people have, you know, talked about and has affected social mores over the generations. Like, it could quite literally be the from a writer's perspective, they could what they could be doing is using something that has happened in the past, in like recent memory for us, in like living memory for us, and like drawn a far-reaching line out to the future to sort of say that history repeats itself and to like say that these people are no less human just because you choose not to see them as human, stuff like that. So it could be, I could see that. I could see that as a writer. I could see what they're doing with that. Yeah, I could see what they're doing with that. It could be a dog whistle to dehumanize people. Well, no, it is. It absolutely is a dog whistle used to dehumanize people. When you refer to certain people as animals or stuff like that, you have to be very, very mindful and very, very careful. And some people, in their defense, are simply unaware of certain comparisons which have been drawn. At the same time, I do think that when it comes to dehumanizing people, there needs to be a little bit more thought. I think that I give people grace up until the point where they're like maybe 21, and then after that they definitely have more than enough resources to be able to educate themselves further. I do think at the end of the day the I maybe this is out of pocket and a shot in the dark. I think they're using this as a metaphor for being potentially trans. I think that is what they are making, you know. I think that is the metaphor they're attempting to extrapolate here. I don't know that the metaphor lands so well considering the literal humanization, like comparing like certain races of people to animals and stuff like that in living memory. So I don't know if it works so well because this is already a thing that has happened. But I can see if they're trying to cite that as something that has happened to say, oh, history is repeating itself type of thing. I could see where they'd be going with that. Yeah, I think this is a really cool game. I don't know. I'd be interested to hear kind of like their perspective on like why they chose, unless I'm wrong, unless I'm extrapolating a metaphor that is completely incorrect and they are talking about something completely different. You know, the genus therapy could also be technically equated to probably like Planned Parenthood, stuff like that, you know, the protesting the clinics and stuff like that. I could see that, but I mean, also Planned Parenthood generally offers like gender affirming care, stuff like that. So I don't know. Or maybe they're trying to kind of just use it as like a blanket thing. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think that like what they're doing, like how they've written this is wrong on any level. But I am curious as to the intent behind the writing and how they feel it reads, not just from their perspective, but through the eyes of other people. If that makes any sense. If only because I have to say, have noticed all of a sudden, actually, if I just, now that I'm thinking about it, the only person with a slightly darker skin tone is that we've really met and has been like a major character is JESS. Outside of the guy we just met, Vincent. I believe the only other person we've met with a darker skin tone is JESS, and JESS is literally like an animal. So yeah, okay. Oh, we did also meet the barista at the Hassie bar, but that's I don't know that completely, yeah, but like if I'm talking like main cast of characters, yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to hear their reasoning behind like what they're writing and why they're writing it this way and why they chose it. And maybe this is just me in work mode. You know what I mean? And again, this isn't me saying that they don't have the right to write things the way they want to write them. Absolutely not. I'm just interested because obviously this media is meant to be engaged with critical thought, right? Obviously this media is meant to be like taken on board and really, I mean, it's obviously like, I mean, all art is political. There's nothing is apolitical. Nothing. Like nothing. I've said this before. Nothing exists in a vacuum. Everything informs and is thus informed, right? So this game is obviously meant to be political, obviously meant to be read that way. I would be interested in finding out why they made some of the choices that they made in the writing, in the characters, and the story that they're telling. Or if they even realized that this was something that they were doing. I don't know. It's interesting. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to tab out real quick. And I'm just going to... 2064 ROM main cast of characters. Okay. Hold on. All right, I'm not reading the anything. I'm just looking for character list. I guess I'll go to IMDb. So Hayden is dead, I think, or he's out of the picture. He's not particularly present. Let's see, there's Melody Flores. We've met her. I'm trying to be Lexi. Yannick. Froyo guy. Touring. Okay, yeah. So, out of the main cast of characters that we have met thus far... This is not helpful. The IMDb is not helpful. Because I'm trying so hard to, like, avoid getting potentially spoiled. Like, I'm trying to just look at, like, names and nothing else. Okay. Player, protagonist. Okay, so there's Turing, there's Tomcat, there's Jess, in order of appearance. Lexi, or maybe not in order of appearance, because I think we meet Lexi before them. There's Hayden Weber. Mulberry, who we're talking to now. Fairlight, Melody. Okay, so yeah, of all these characters that we've met so far in the main cast, the only one with a darker skin tone, aside from Hayden, who is ostensibly dead, is Jess, who is literally been dehumanized. Okay, alright, yeah, some concerns. Alright, we're gonna keep playing the game. But yeah, I would be interested in I mean, maybe it was intentional. Maybe that's an entirely intentional thing that they did. Maybe. I don't know. It is interesting, though. What has your group accomplished since it was founded?
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans.
Okay.
Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away.
Okay. Now that I'm... now, unfortunately, that I'm in this mindset, I just see a big white triangle on his head.
Thanks to our efforts, many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound.
Oh, God. Sure, let's segregate the water fountains.
Why, just the other day,
Sounds
a
great.
Neo-SF
Fuck you.
landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help.
This is me. Hey, Andy, thank you for taking the plunge. Didn't, like, our sitting president's father literally do this to people? Oh, God.
Plus, can you imagine the cleaning fees? Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the MeshNet speak critically of your organization?
No, it's okay, bud. Don't worry about it. What happened with your stream? I'm so sorry. Sitting president for the project. Number question. Yeah. Yeah. Quinge. I mean, there's a stronger word I should use beside that, but yeah.
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true. Though historically, most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight. I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side.
Okay. Game crashed 6 times? Oh no, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna lie. You haven't really convinced me. I promise I'll write a fair assessment of the situation. I feel like I'm being sarcastic when I say that. I mean, it's both. Like, I think I'm being I think this is a sarcastic statement. But next to this one, it makes me think this is more positive, so I'm going to say this one.
Ah, I suppose I have come to expect that. Never mind. Write what you wish. When the city falls and we have a giraffe as mayor, remember that all of you thought we were loonies.
Thanks for the interview. I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now.
Thanks.
And remember,
Fucking racist.
God designed you perfectly just the way you are.
Great. Oh, are you doing better? Oh, little Hassie machine. Or no, this is the cloud machine. How's everybody doing in here? Wait. Oh, it's empty. She seems bored. Since there's a ROM that handles all the ordering, there's not too much for her to do right now.
The Hassie ROM will help you get your Hassie fix.
Hi, Ramona. Oh, is that all you got for me?
Is there something I can help you with? Kinda busy.
Are you? You said you were bored. Alright, never mind. Thought I talked to you again. But you hate me. A video billboard cycling through advertisements for a few different things. First the news, then a commercial for the VR drama Tomorrow's Tears. The popular mainstream news shows are much more scandalized and sensationalized than your brand of journalism.
With all things, everything, I'm June Fowler and I'm okay today.
Classic. You caress the video screen, but it's not a touch screen. When all the doom and gloom of the news is said and done, we ask you, the viewer, what's okay today? An off-color brick stuck in the wall. It looks pretty loose and seems wobbly. It's not looking for anything serious right now. Oh! A loose brick wobbles as you palm the wall. That sounds like in the Sierra games when you pick an item up. You love the Hassie bar? Yeah. An off-color brick, okay.
Do you think it would be okay to take that?
Yeah! Yeah, why not? Might come in handy. You take the brick. It's thick and heavy, but you can carry it around and maybe even find a use for it. I have a brick! I'm killing it. It's a wave shelter, so Mooney riders can keep out of the rain. Money? Next bus, 14 minutes. I'm gonna talk to you first, Oliver.
The two of you are like a fuzzed sync-wave, even if you got us off the hook for that apartment job.
We appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
Let's just get this over with. Riding this out is freaking exhausting. Then we'll be all squared up. For good.
Right. What do you need us to do?
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your age bracket are likely to have experience with.
Oh! So this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes.
Yes.
So, what's the thread? B&E? War driving? Copyright infringement? Search bombing?
What?
Is search bombing actually illegal?
What the hell is search bombing?
It's against the terms of service, so probably, at least in California.
We need to buy some fake IDs today if possible.
Oh, that's nothing. If you can pay. Ollie can whip up a couple that'll work good enough to get you past a bouncer or a cop doing sniff tests.
No, that's not what I
He's a
need.
wizard with
I need a
printer and
passport,
lifted
honey.
wallet.
It's more complicated
Yeah.
than that.
Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Ugh. Ton of search requests for a specific thing to force the algorithm to make that the first result. Oh.
We need falsified passports that can get two people past the border safely.
Oh, yeah, I don't think Ollie can do that. Can you?
Not without equipment a lot more expensive and illegal than what I already have.
What about that guy who got at least that unrestricted mesh card when she was on probation?
Whoa.
That's not really the same thing, chap. But it wouldn't hurt to give him a call.
Yeah.
Give me a few minutes. This guy is pretty sketchy. Very cloak and dagger. I'll have to play middleman.
Excellent.
If it turns out he's just like a lovable, nice guy.
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel left out. Ollie gets to show off all his cool connections.
It's okay, you can help me get a car.
You sure you don't need someone's head kicked in a little?
No, I need an untraceable car.
In our little duo. Well, that and petty larceny.
Okay.
We might have something that will suit your skill set. Let's just get the passports first, if you can stay calm for that long.
If you could stay calm for that long.
You sure yap a lot more than any of the ROMs I've ever owned. What's the deal? You install some new conversation routines Ollie ain't had the chance to nerd out about yet?
Yep, you could say that. You love Cloak and Dagger.
Top-notch.
Yeah.
Very bleeding edge.
Very bleeding edge. I love that.
I don't run traditional ROM VI personality software.
Look at him, so proud. Turing is so cute. They're like so adorable.
I am, in fact, the first fully sapient machine intelligence. Well, at least that I know about.
Which means what exactly in English?
It means he's a person, Chad, not a toy. Now keep it down. I'm still on the phone.
Oops. And yes, what he said.
Well, that's awesome. You ain't so bad. For a tin can.
You basically just called them a clanker.
Really?
What the fuck?
I'm composed almost entirely out of plasteel and silica.
Yeah.
Has no one come up with better insults for robots since the turn of the century? ROMs have been out for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give me a sec. I'm pretty good at name calling too.
Okay.
Oh no.
I need an untraceable car.
Just hold on a second. Underclocked? Oh, BitBrain!
That's cute.
Don't hurt yourself, Chad.
I'll get back to you, Bubblehead.
Okay, I talked to the guy. He said he'll do it, but he only works in trade. A couple of passports are gonna run us... one signed poster for Magical Commander Yukino? Yukino at the Gates to the Deep?
What is this? What are we talking about right now?
Course. It's always that Japanese crap.
Hey.
It's not
what
my
the fuck?
fault they make the best VR dramas.
Oh.
Maybe you can do better?
Wait, weren't there posters at the Hassie bar?
Anyway, where can we get a poster like that?
I'm not sure. Probably nearby.
Yeah, there are posters at the Hassie bar.
This guy before, and he never asks for something that'll take too long to get.
Oh.
My guess is he's a local that uses people like us as a way to
Gotta
nab
be
something
Broke.
he's had his eye
Oh
on.
yeah, his name's Broke. Or their name is Broke. I don't know what their deal is. I couldn't remember their name, so I called them Bread earlier. Whoops.
We'll help you look for it.
Chad and Oliver joined your party! Yippee! Oh my god, there's Broke. No way. Oh, is the poster on the wall? I was right.
I knew I saw a poster for Magical Commander Yukino somewhere around here.
I'm so fucking smart. I mean, they're both in the same spot, so we were both right.
You know this lady?
She's adorable.
Sure. We talk sometimes when I'm getting our drinks. You're usually too busy provoking people to notice.
You call it provoking. I call it spontaneous enthusiasm for healthy rivalry.
Sorry about my mic. Spontaneous enthusiasm for a healthy rivalry.
There's a bit of a line. We'll have to wait a few minutes before we can talk to her.
Oh, I don't know. That's not me judging you, Andy. I just don't know. That wasn't me, like, making a judgment call. I just don't know.
We could just do a smash and grab. Simple and effective.
No.
We can't do that. She knows who we are.
Yeah, literally.
Us too.
This
Plus,
is the
I kind of
most
almost
boring
broke her ROM
felony I've
earlier.
ever been an accessory to.
Starfucker! Get your shit together.
Like a bunch of clumps? Chumps?
Yep.
What is the big picture anyway, Blue Bomber?
I'm not sure it's wise to spread it around, Chad. For either of us, the less you know, the less reason anyone has to bother you.
Screw that, Static. I'm not heading to juvie not knowing what for.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
Spill the beans, or I'll spill them for you.
Your persistence is already legendary, Chad. Fine.
You do not smash and grab at the Hassie bar. Oh, Broke's gone.
You really must know, we are going to trade the passports for some information regarding the disappearance of my creator. His apartment was the one you trashed.
Oh shit, that Hayden dude is your dad? And they snatched him? Oh, that's so messed up.
Well, Dad, after a fashion.
He's your dad. He's your dad. No. Oh my god, I'm gonna start
I hope
crying.
you find the dudes that took him. I hope he's okay.
Thank you, sweetheart. You're a nice kid. You are.
Seems very unlikely.
No. We'll find him, and he's gonna be fine. There's somebody racing outside.
I don't know what to say. You know? I mean,
Star
I still love
fucker.
my dad, but he's
Chad.
He's never really been around. Too busy trying to save the world from itself.
Huh.
Even now, he's over there standing in front of that damn clinic.
Oh god, your dad is Mulberry? No wonder you turned out like this, sweetheart. Oh, we gotta get you out of there. I gotta call Child Protective Services right now. Fucking yucky.
And I thought I could find a way to make him...
You just vandalized the apartment for his attention.
Whatever. I might as well nuke that drive. It ain't gonna sink.
Oh, sweetheart.
I think I understand what you mean, Chad.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know?
Yeah.
Dudes?
That's right, touring dudes.
Don't matter if you're a robot or what. We all got the same shit to deal with.
Truth.
Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
I love Chad. You're smarter than you look, Chad. Pretty open-minded for a kid who tags for the HR. From the mouth of babes. I don't wanna be demeaning. They all feel like a slight insult. But this one feels like the best, or the last one.
I was all mixed up, officer. I ran in with a bad crowd. I'm a good kid. I promise.
I believe you.
Look, I'm not a true believer or nothing. I've got my own reasons for running with the revolution, and you ain't got the right to judge me.
I fucked up.
Besides, I'm pretty much done with those chumps anyway.
I think I did the wrong
There
thing.
ain't no payoff no more.
Most of the kids in the HR just want to cause trouble and get away with it because their parents agree with the politics.
Oh. You know what? That's a real
Like
thing.
it's a bad thing.
It is, sweetheart.
Who the hell
I'm
wouldn't
calling
wanna
Child
enjoy a
Protective
little
Services.
parental approved head cracking?
Fuck.
The line has finally cleared up. Let's go talk to Ramona.
Hey, Allie.
Salutations, Ramona.
Salutations, Ramona.
What can I do for you all?
Ahem.
Oh, this is my friend, Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We were hoping you might be able to give us your assistance.
Awkward?
Ms.
Why was it so
Rogers.
awkward?
We want to make a trade for that magical commander
Someone
Yukino
fix
poster
all
over
of his
there.
fucking glasses,
It's
please.
necessary for us to get some pretty important information.
No way. Not happening. Nuh-uh.
Oh, come
Yukino
on.
is off limits.
This is literally a matter of life and death. We can get you another. It'll only take a few days. We don't have time for this. Go get it, Chad. No.
How does life and death depend on a nerdy poster? Look, I don't even care. That poster was signed by Takeko herself. It's one of a kind, and I'm not giving it up.
I'd rather not drag you any further into this than necessary, but I promise that we're not overstating it.
Yeah.
This is a dire situation, and people have already died.
Jeez. Look, whatever you're doing sounds sketch as hell. I and Magical Commander Yukino herself want no part in it.
Damn.
I don't even see how the poster can help.
Man, you nerds sure do love your cheap crap from the net.
Cheap crap! I'll have you know that poster is worth hundreds of credits.
Hundreds?
Maybe more. Takeko passed away years ago, so there aren't any more of them getting signed. It's special.
Sure it is.
Is Chad crushing on Ramona? No, I'm pretty sure Chad and Oliver are together. I think Chad is jealous of Oliver and Ramona talking. I think.
He doesn't get it. He's not in the fandom.
Thankfully.
We can get you another. It'll only take a few days.
It's not just a poster.
I didn't... Is that what I said? I didn't mean to imply
a gift
that.
From someone.
Okay, fair.
Someone I care about, okay? Besides, you can't get another one. Takeko passed away a few years ago.
Perhaps there's something else that would
Oh
make
yeah,
a
is there something
suitable
you want?
trade.
You aren't hearing me, are you? It has sentimental value. You can't replace that.
Well, who gave it to you?
Look, you'll just have to order something off the mesh, because you can't have this one.
Oh, we don't have time. This lead will dry up by then.
Keep me out of this.
This isn't a joke, Ramona.
Okay, enough. How about this for a trade? I have an original keyframe cell from Pretty Champion Sailor Sirius, signed by Takeko at home.
Whoa. That sounds
Whoa.
serious business.
You have a signed Sailor Sirius cell? That's super rare. They stopped doing keyframes by hand right around the time of her death.
You can't be serious, Ollie. You have that thing framed on your wall. Anyone shut up about it for a week after you got it.
Oh, Ollie. Ollie's such a
This is
nice
important,
kid.
Chad. You can't say you wouldn't do the same thing if someone had your dad. Think about Turing.
Yeah.
I can't ask Ramona to give up something important to her if I'm not willing to do the same.
Oh, Oliver. These are good kids, you know?
Look, okay, I don't know what's going on, but you can't give me that cell for the poster.
But we need...
Yeah, you'll get the poster. Whatever you're doing, it must be really important if you'd be willing to give that up.
I'm sorry,
Do
Ramona.
you
I
have
promise
something
I'll make it
more
up
equal
to you.
Trade, Ollie?
A couple of things, maybe.
We'll talk about it then. Maybe you can find me another one too. Go ahead and take the poster.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ramona.
Yes! I can't tell you how much it means to us, Ms. Rogers.
Thank you, Ramona Rogers. I love this game.
And, you think I could see that cell sometime, Ollie?
Of course. I'll bring it over when we talk about the trade.
Cute.
So cool.
Friends! Alright. Alright. Am I gonna...
I don't like the way she was flirting with you, Ollie.
I was right! Yippee! Diplomatic solutions via fandoms. Yippee!
What are you talking about?
I knew it. I knew it in my heart.
I know flirting when I see it, and I'm saying I don't like it. Not one bit.
We just talk about old anime sometimes, Chad. Neither of us are interested in the other.
Sure.
She have a
Well, we have
girlfriend.
the poster now. What's next?
Go ahead and call this number, Turing.
Be hydrated and a stretch. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Oh god, that felt so good. Oh my god. It made me so big. I don't know why it does that. I need to ask Mari why my shit like bounces forward like that. It's terrifying. It was like rubbing my face when I was stretched. Okay.
He'll want to set up the drop with you,
Oh,
now
Lord.
that I've introduced you to him.
Great.
Sure. Change the subject.
Chad!
I'll
It's
call
obvious
right
Oliver
now, then.
only has eyes for you.
It's ringing.
You the ones looking for some papers?
Yes.
We are, and we have the requested payment with us.
Isn't that the music for the Stardust Lounge?
Good. We're gonna do this real professional-like. You know Stardust?
Yeah!
Head there. Leave the poster behind the Megaphobator arcade cabinet and get out.
Oogie smogie.
Come back 10 minutes later, and your stuff will be behind the machine.
I understand.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Well, that was very mysterious.
Yeah, that's how this guy is. I
Fair.
don't even know his name.
He's trading in
I've been
illegal
getting things
papers.
from him for a few years now.
Who cares? Let him play Spy Master if
Is
he
it
wants.
Broke? Is that their name?
Let's hurry up to Stardust and get this over with.
You can't go
I've wasted
inside.
enough
You're
of my
little.
day with this crap.
Come on now. We've had fun. Oh wait, hold on. I want to talk to your dad now that I have you in the party. Oh, you're not. Never mind. It hates me, chat.
Go inside to make the drop. We'll wait out here.
Yeah, you can't go in there. It's a bar.
Yeah.
You're little.
Don't want to get our IDs taken.
Yeah. It's okay. Just stay here.
Suppose I should feign surprise.
Hey, it's a pretty cool set. Even if it is like 1,000,000 years old.
They don't really care about the IDs unless you try to hit the bar.
Found that one out the hard way.
We would have been fine if you hadn't taken a swing at the bouncer.
Oh, you did what?
So I like the hard way.
We'll be right back, gentlemen. Try not to set the building on fire while we're gone.
Okay.
Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you. Hello. Hi, Jess. The VIP bouncer, blue skin and a lot of bulk, a hybrid. If you had to rank the friendliness of every bouncer you've met, they might fall on the higher end.
No VIP access today.
I thought we'd have a conversation. Would you like some milk?
Door bouncer must be slacking to let you come in carrying that.
Yeah. It's Jess, your feline hybrid acquaintance.
Oh, look. It's my favorite human and the mechanical sidekick.
Yay.
I'm caught up in something at the moment.
Oh.
Chances are we'll cross paths again.
Okay.
I love vintage game experiences. Have you ever heard of Overblood?
So you're just saying the same stuff. Megaphobator. Bag. VR drama poster removed from items.
Well, that should do it.
I mean, Jess, I think, hates me less
An
now.
awful lot of fuss over a poster.
I think she still hates me.
I just don't understand
deserve
the
it.
appeal of merchandise like this.
I was a fucking
keep my
asshole. I didn't
important
even realize it.
possessions on my
See?
data
That's the
drive.
thing. Sometimes you, like, don't even realize you don't have the knowledge or, like, you're not putting things together and then you end up accidentally doing something, like, or writing something that is, like, not completely copacetic. And the only person to blame, unfortunately, is yourself. Like me. Like me, interacting with Jess. I wasn't even thinking of, like, I thought that Jess just looked... I thought, to me, Jess looked like a chihuahua. So I didn't even make the association that, like, Jess looked like a cat when I, like, was like, don't you like the name Tomcat? I just thought it was, like, isn't that a cool name? Like, I just thought it sounded cool. So bad. It's okay. Humans don't have total recall like you do. Total recall? It's a nice looking poster. Aw, and I got you an official Bob Ross painting set for your birthday.
You did? Wait. No, you're being facetious. I haven't even told you when my birthday is, and it isn't for months.
Now I know what to get you.
Your point is made. I should not be snobbish about other people's interests.
I give you a kiss on the head.
Magical Commander Yukino a try when we get some downtime.
Yeah. We'll watch some
that's
animes.
Enough navel gazing. Let's head back outside so our benefactor can make the trade.
Leaving.
Y'all do the deal?
We did do the deal.
How did it go?
We left the poster behind the cabinet. Now we just need to wait for the switch.
I've never had to wait more than 5 minutes or so before.
He said to wait
take long.
10. I'm going to wait 10.
I wonder how he knows the drop happened and gets to it so fast.
They're probably there.
Don't matter. This guy's a solid feed, even if he likes to mess around.
What do you need these passports for anyway? You said to trade for information, but what's the full story?
Without going into too much detail, our informant needs to get out of Neo SF unnoticed. The passports are one part of that. We also need to obtain an untraceable car.
Yes, finally.
I don't suppose the two of you could help with that?
No way, dude! Damn. Grand Theft Auto is a felony with a capital F!
Yep.
Besides, getting an untraceable car ain't in the same league as a piece of plastic that'll fool a hand scanner.
Yeah.
Chad's right.
Who do I go to for an untraceable car? Maybe Lexi? As a police
The city's
officer?
traffic management system keeps track of all vehicles passively, even if you manage to circumvent
Tomcat.
their firmware and keep them from actively reporting to the network. You have to spoof the car as something permitted to be invisible for the CTOS to ignore it.
Tomcat.
I don't want to mess with boosting cars anyway.
That's fair.
The junks run that racket in Neo SF, and they don't play
The
nice.
junks.
Especially with the HR.
Well, thank you either way. You've both done us a
Maybe
huge
Jess knows who they are
favor.
because they don't like the
Call it
HR?
even for the apartment.
Yeah, Blue. No hard feelings.
I'm sorry I got you in trouble.
You
I didn't
give
think
us a call
Lexi
if
would
you
go
need
so far as to
anything
book you, try to book
long as
you.
it'll help you find your pops.
Thank you, Chad. These are good kids! These are good kids!
We should get going, though. We were supposed to be home hours ago.
Go home, have a bath.
My dad won't notice, but Ollie's will flip.
Go to Ollie's.
You take care.
And
Don't get
I'm sure
de-rezzed.
Ollie's parents will give you a nice warm meal. De-rezzed is a wild thing to say.
See ya.
I love that. Don't get de-rezzed.
Goodbye.
Don't de-res yourself. Whew. Chad and Oliver left your party.
Let's finish the trade inside.
Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you, Bouncer. Passports added to items.
Here
Perfect.
the passports are, just as advertised. Now we need to find a car. Jess is right over there. Perhaps she may know someone who can lend a hand.
I am psychic, dude. Holy fuck.
Good thinking.
Yeah. I don't want to make her hate me. Is it you, Broke?
You know what I think is a cool name? Dog's Bower.
Did you find your guy? Or wait, let me guess. There's something else you need from me.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't been terrible to deal with so far, so...
I mean, I was pretty rude to you in the
out.
beginning, and I do apologize. Andy's having a great time.
We need access to an untraceable car. An informant of ours needs to get out of the city without attracting the attention of Parallax, and is offering valuable information to us in exchange.
Seriously? Jesus, what kind of shit is in your life anyway? Actually, don't answer that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be legally liable. I'm not sure why you think just because I defend a few folks in the rougher parts of the city that I would have that kind of connection.
Oh, I was just thinking you talked to Tomcat for me.
And even
Oh,
if
but
one
the
of my
junks, yeah, are
clients did run
anti-HR.
a
I did think
carjacking
that.
business, it's not like society is clamoring to give hybrids legal jobs. Regardless, I'm not going to be an accessory to a felony, or let one of my clients be either.
That's fair. I'm sorry for
I
asking.
won't go down that path. I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Okay. Is there any possible way you could give us any kind of lead at all? Oh, this is so rude, the second one. I'm not saying that ever.
I know we're reaching, but this is important.
You just don't
Hell
quit,
yeah, I
do
am.
you? Okay, let me think. This might be a long shot, but you could try asking Majid. There are rumors
Really?
he may have been involved in some shady stuff way back in the day.
Hmm.
He'll probably be reluctant to talk about it, but there's a free lead for you.
Thank you, Jess. I
Give me
appreciate
another
it.
drink in exchange, will you? Later.
Sure. What do you want?
Huh. That went better than expected. I wonder if my charm is starting to pay off for us.
You could charm
You've performed
anybody.
admirably as well. Onward we go.
Can I see what your drink is? I need to use my mouse. Ow. What is this drink? Fuck. Things haven't gone too smoothly with her so far. It's Jess, your feline hybrid. Okay.
I gave you what you wanted.
I want to know what drink you
I
wanted.
have cuties to meet.
Okay. I guess I'll guess. Fuck.
Hey, friends. What can we get for you?
We were hoping you could give us a little information.
Maybe the table.
Sure,
Fuck. Is it too
but
late?
First, let's get you a drink.
Ah!
What'll it be?
Natasha Allegri. A blue boy. Bionic Femme. Butch Flower. Some of these look new, or maybe I just don't remember them. Okay, Sunshine Cloud was one of the newer ones.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
This one is...
A cup of chocolate milk and 2 shots of Everclear. Jesus Christ! Oh, you know what? I do remember you telling me about
Does
this.
that sound good?
No, it sounds awful.
Like what?
A blue boy. Give me a blue boy. From a boy.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days.
Great.
This one is...
Black Spice Rum. Carousel. Okay. Ooh. It sounds nice.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, that looks nice. Meow.
So, what did you need help with?
We've run into a roadblock in our
I need to
search
look
for
at that lady's
Hayden.
table again.
Word on the street is that he's gone missing, which I'm sure you already know.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Yes. An informant of ours needs secure transportation out of the city, but we don't have any contacts who would be able to get us an untraceable car. Jess mentioned that you used to engage in certain extra-legal activities.
Extra-legal. That's so good.
Perhaps you could point us towards someone who could help?
He doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
No, of course not.
Right. Sorry, friends. I left that life behind a long time ago.
That's
Don't
fair.
really keep in touch with that crew anymore.
Ah, of course. Completely understandable.
Damn.
Sorry to bother you then.
Well, no harm in asking, right?
Sometimes
My
there is.
reputation precedes me.
Don't let it go to your head.
They're so cute. I love them.
Gus, I need to go to the back and gather up stuff to restock for the rush later on. Mind manning the bar for me?
Take your time. I think I can keep things under control.
Thanks. Love you, hun.
Yay! They're my favorite.
Well, that leaves us at a dead end.
Yeah.
Any ideas on how we should proceed? Some nose-to-the-ground journalist techniques for finding leads?
Yeah. We could ask Tomcat for help. I don't like that last option.
No, Tomcat has already stuck their neck out for us too often.
Okay, fair.
I feel a little bad about how much we've relied on them as it is. And besides, this is a considerably more felonious action. Morally, we should be dirtying our own hands.
What do we just maybe we could find an old manually driven car. Let's stuff Vince in a trunk and make it look like a kidnapping.
That's not the worst idea. I don't think it would get noticed as long as the car had the appropriate registrations. But the permits to operate a manual vehicle are prohibitively expensive.
Oh, everything must be self-driving at this
A casual collector
point.
might still maintain one, but only a wealthy hobbyist would have the appropriate stickers to make the car roadworthy. We'd have to
Melody.
do a B and E, as Chad put it before.
No.
Risky.
No. Okay. The two of you are killing me here.
What?
Look, don't tell Majid about this. But here.
Carjacking device?
What is this, Gus?
What, Gus?
It's an automated vehicle maintenance scanner with a few less than standard upgrades. When you circumvent its security codes, you can use it to scan a car's installed firmware and replace it with a new set that will spoof its presence on the city's network.
Whoa. Why do you have this?
That's the gist of it, but we don't have time to get into any specifics. You need to get the hell out of here with that before Majid gets back.
Why do you have this?
Look, Majid has done a lot to turn his life around, to turn my life around.
Is that how you guys
met? I
met?
really respect that about him, and it's part of why I fell in love with him. He did what I was never able to.
Oh my god, are you still doing crimes?
That's how we met, you know? That old rough and tumble life we both led. But when Stardust struggled and needed money fast,
oh, honey.
I
No.
had to get back in the game to keep us afloat for a few years. I told him it was all angel loans, donations from patrons, lots of things. He'd be heartbroken if he found out I'm still in the game. I had to do whatever I could to keep our new life, even if only one of us is really living it.
Oh, Gus.
I may as well give this thing to someone who wants to use it for good, too.
Please don't do this thing anymore.
We appreciate this, Gus. We might finally be.
I don't want you to risk the life that you guys have.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it from me, okay?
No.
Just
in fact, I've
get
never
out
met
of
you.
here and get on with your little Grand Theft Auto. And let me know how it goes, okay?
Yep.
Of course.
Okay, let's look at the table. These fancy tables have little touchscreens where you can order drinks from the bar and browse the mesh. The tables can seem so lonely when everyone's off dancing, but it can't be helped for now. You'll have to table your concerns. Okay. You don't have anything good to put on it, or under it.
Huh. Actually did it, huh?
Yes? I hope it's a drink you like.
You scored a point. But don't think I don't have enough cuties around who can handle that.
That's fair.
You've got more important things to be doing. You gotta move on.
Okay. Yay, you liked it. Thank Christ. Goodbye. I am leaving now.
Well, now I think we're cooking with gas, as the colloquialism goes.
My dad says, now we're cooking with fire.
I'm searching the mesh for instructions on how to use this device as we speak.
Which is funny, because, like, fire is the baseline of anything to cook. Like, that you need to cook something. It's, like, the baseline. So, previously, it's like, you went, like, I guess it almost doesn't work. Because it's like, well, you weren't cooking in the first place. But then it does work, because now you're actually cooking, because the act has now been invented. You know what I mean?
Let's go look for some likely candidates. I should be ready by then.
Alright, we're going here.
Being expected is not the same as just
sorry.
barging in, and we're not even expected.
I'm sorry! Ding dong. Now we're cooking with hot rocks. Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pat. Could we see Melody?
Please? Shirokuma-san?
I guess that means yes?
Hello. You weren't cooking in the first place is unnecessarily funny. It's true.
You're certainly better company than most of the humans.
I love this game. Like, I truly love everything about this game.
But I am a busy woman, you know? Lots to do.
Fair.
Right, Pat?
I couldn't even tell Fairlight that she wanted to smash. Why do you have a bear as your butler?
Traitor.
Is that okay?
Anyway, maybe we should space.
Why do you have a bear as a butler and then a robot cat?
Further. Familiarity breeds contempt, after all. And
Does it?
I'm very good.
I mean, I know that.
I apologize, Aunt Melody.
I mean, I'm familiar with the saying, but I guess I've never really. I mean,
Before that you like your peace and quiet, but we need your assistance.
I guess, you know, the more you learn about somebody, you know, the more there is to, like, potentially resent type of beat, maybe. Yes, we are,
Another
Aunt
woman would tell
Melody.
you not to butter her up, but oh, flattery will get you everywhere with me. All right. What do you need?
Money. Vincent needs help getting out of the city.
I can only imagine. If he's willing to turn coat on Parallax, I bet he feels like a mouse in a cat farm.
That's an interesting turn of phrase.
I know they don't actually farm cats, Pat. It was a metaphor.
Well, not a very good one.
Whatever. It was a simile then. I am not going to play semantics with you.
Pat, you're so adorable.
Moving on.
I want to pet your little head.
Tell me what the trouble is, and I'll try to conjure up a solution.
We're going to the pavement. I'm glad you're willing to help us clean up your mess. That's not nice!
Yes, Mr. Mensa says he needs 100,000 credits before he's willing to speak openly. He also said that you already promised it to him, and that he won't be able to get out of the city without it. He'll give us the information once we have that, plus a few other things I'm certain we can get on our own.
Fabulous.
What? You can't even scrape together that kind of money?
No!
Your friend's not much of a journalist, eh, Turing?
Damn.
According to the statistics that I have found, it is unlikely that a journalist of any caliber less than the best would have that amount of liquid assets on hand.
Thanks, Turing. See? I'm poor for a reason!
The pay for the profession just isn't that high, Aunt Melody.
Oh, I see. I guess it's one of those jobs people do because they get free review merchandise, eh?
Don't look at my bag and don't look at my headphones. I'm right here. Ha ha. I could always sell ninja assassin androids instead. That's a... Ha ha.
I can get you the money, Turing. But only because you're family.
Oh.
Just give Pat a few minutes to gather it.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep moving, you big brute.
I like her.
While we wait, is there anything else you want to grill me over?
I tried to tell Fairlight you were
Might as
into
well
him, it
save
didn't
us
work.
both another visit.
How smart is Pat really?
Smarter than I give him credit for, that's for sure.
He's...
It's not the easiest thing in the world to measure, you know?
Intellect?
He doesn't process language in the same way humans do, and even if he can understand me, my translation program just guesses at what he says most of the time.
Oh, you have a translator running from your neural implant.
Ah, yes, I'm cheating. Though, honestly, even without it, I have a pretty good idea of what he means most of the time. We've been together for a while now. Considering it only really works on large, typically predatory mammals, we don't have a lot of test subjects.
Weird.
It's a minefield of ethical concerns beyond just being prohibitively expensive.
Yeah, I was
so
thinking.
Pat is a bear apart. At least until we can figure out how to apply the modified neural pathways without frying the brains of 90% of the subjects. The tech we developed is good.
Jesus
It
Christ.
just has a damned high mortality rate. Maybe
I like
one
that.
day there will be a bunch of talking tigers and dolphins building cities in the sea, but for now, we're stuck with creating beasts out of our own species.
Maybe Turing has something to ask.
I do. It's a little personal, though. I'd understand if you didn't feel like answering.
Just shoot, Turing. I can take it.
Long ago, you lost your
Good
mother.
Hitchhiker's reference.
I was wondering, how did you deal with it? Hayden's only been gone for a few days, and I already feel like my circuits are going to lock up for good.
Oh, Turing. I'm not the right person to ask. I hated my mother. She's everything I thought wrong in the world, and when she was gone, I felt nothing but relief that I could start undoing the damage she did. Never mind the fact I had to watch her waste away from the cancer. Death was a blessing for us both. Besides, you'll find Hayden soon. Keep your chin up.
Oh. Blast it! Enough with this subterfuge! We already know Hayden was killed.
Oh, no.
Oh, I see. I see. She was trying to protect him.
I won't be getting him back.
Oh no. Maybe she didn't know. And he was, the subterfuge was him, like, keeping it to himself.
I'm sorry, Turing. I still don't know what to tell you.
I see.
I've lost people, but never anyone close enough to wound me. I don't know that I've ever had anyone close enough to do that. If you feel like talking about
so sad.
I'm willing to listen.
Oh, thanks, Aunt Melody.
Or make Pat do it anyway.
Thank you. I don't know.
So he is dead? For reals? For reals? I don't like it.
Stick it out. Time heals all wounds. Or so they say. This too shall pass.
Is this rude? This feels rude.
Being alone is easier, and Pat isn't such bad company.
Okay, cool.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Cry about never having a husband, a few kids, and a white picket fence? I had a company to run, and my mother's legacy to fix. What's to say some spawn of mine wouldn't do the exact same thing to my flower, just the other way around? This branch of the Flores line will do well without any more knives being inserted in backs. Thank you very much.
Whoa.
You have that much enmity for your mother?
Have you seen what she did to North Korea? It's a wasteland of death and destruction.
Holy crap.
If we had kept going down the path she charted, the whole world would be like that.
The information on the mesh does seem to paint a grim picture.
Grim barely scratches the surface. I've been there. At least under the Kims it was barely functional. Now, my mother's monsters have ripped every last resemblance of humanity from the land. They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear. A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy.
Yeah, couldn't imagine something like that happening in my lifetime.
So I can't imagine I'd be a very good mother, just from the example I have to work with. That's life. I don't have any more regrets than anyone else my age does. My legacy will speak for itself, as my mother's did.
She's so fucking cool.
Oh, just in time then. Take the cash and get moving.
Okay.
I can finally get back to whatever it was I was doing before you burst in here.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Your help has been invaluable to us.
Yes, yes. Brown nose later. You've got things to do, too.
Okay. Okay.
I did not think I would feel such a strong resonance with Melody.
Family.
We're connected by the barest of threads, but she is already important to me.
Aww.
Is that
I hope she
strange?
puts you in a little sailor outfit. No! Maybe you're both there saying, what about you is normal? These are so mean. Jesus Christ. Maybe you're both lonely.
Very possible. I guess there's nothing to do but run with it.
Yep.
Some gifts are too valuable to look at too closely, lest they vanish into thin air, and I already have a penchant for overanalyzing things.
It'll be okay,
Let's
sweetheart.
get moving. We still have things to do before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
Alright.
Detective Rivers. To
hi.
whom do we owe the pleasure?
I wanted to check in with you away from the prying eyes of my corporate masters. It wasn't too hard to track you down here. Only took a slight abuse of power to follow your credit transactions in the AutoCAD system.
Don't look at my backpack, okay? Were you able to find anything out?
Not much. Listen, I've hit a dead end on the investigation again, and I could really use another lead from the two of you. I've been busy hunting down I'm not sure if I want to call him a soldier of fortune or an assassin for hire. Either way, I tracked this guy down to see if he might have been hired by Parallax to snatch Hayden, but he's got an ironclad alibi for the relevant period of time. That leaves me with nothing. Nada. Jack diddly shit. Do the two of you have anything to give me? Otherwise, I'm back to hunting down the froyo-hating robot ghost in the park. At least my superiors would be ecstatic, considering how much they keep riding my ass about it.
We're on thin leads ourselves, Detective Rivers. We have a meeting with someone from inside Parallax who might be able to give us answers, but he's unlikely to want to talk to the police.
Yeah.
I just wish this... Never mind.
Oh, sweetheart.
Buck up, Turing. I wish this was easier too. But with detective work, sometimes it's not about being clever. It's just about being more dogged and relentless than whoever you're chasing.
Yep.
You two are my new deputies, right? So
Thanks,
keep
Lexi.
your nose to the ground and keep digging. I still have a few contacts I can hit up to try finding out a little more. You let me know if there's anything else I need to be going after.
I love this game. Have I said that? I did! I saved! I saved right before I left. Like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, sure.
But thank you.
Get going. Don't forget, if you die, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I should save anyway.
Okay then.
I'm gonna save
we
anyway.
only have a single lead. If Parallax really is as shady as Vincent seems to suspect, it could end up very interesting. Let's see if we can put an end to this. Finally.
I think Melody used this to get the stuff that she wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
Tomcat. They finished
Which,
decrypting
you know, I
Hayden's data
don't have a
cache.
problem with.
It seems that it was filled mostly with his personal logs about my creation and mental development.
Is it a baby
The more
book?
technical information was already scraped. Perhaps that is why it was left behind when they snatched him. Still, these files should be enlightening, if only in a personal way.
It's a fucking baby book. I'm about to
Peruse them
cry.
in my spare time and let you know if I find anything interesting. I'd hate for all the trouble we went to be for nothing.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. Ah. Where is it? Nope. There. Oh, I didn't have... I was gonna give him the stuff. I can't do that.
I'm not telling you anything else until I get what was agreed upon.
Why is it question mark? I know his name. Vincent Mensa. I got it. I don't understand. I have everything. I have everything.
It's just like Melody to treat me like I'd forget that easily.
I'm confused. Am I not supposed to, like, go to him yet?
Let's keep it the path we're on.
What?
You really pulled it off. I'm impressed.
Great. What is happening? Why can't I give the guy the things? And why does it say I don't know him? Identification, Stardust Club. I got everything. Is there not something else I'm supposed to do? Go here? Hospital? Oh, wait. Am I supposed to jack the car myself? Oh, hold on a second. All the car descriptions are suddenly making a lot of sense to me. Okay. No. Oops. I thought that would take me outside. Don't want to jack a car from there. Perfect for letting me... Okay. Not that one. That's interesting.
It has an extra cup holder.
Yeah. Oh, these are all the same car. Oh, they're between each other. That's what it was. That's why I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, it's talking like I should have had something. I get it.
It has an extra cup holder.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's the blue one that we need to... Anything here? No. Okay. Just double checking. I don't want to jack anything in front of the Stardust Club that might implicate him. I don't want to do it in front of Mulberry because he's a witness, so we'll do it here.
Oh, rats! This car has the wrong firmware installed.
Oh.
We won't be able to install our new firmware over top of it. We'll have to check another car.
Alright, well... Fuck. Well, the only other blue one is over here.
Success! This
Aha!
is the appropriate firmware version.
Excellent.
Someone has been neglecting their regularly scheduled updates. Give me a moment to get everything installed. There. There are some other options here I can fool around with.
Turn on the music.
Interesting. I can put in preset destination plans for a future date.
Oh.
Why don't we go ahead and set a plan for the car to return to this spot in a week? That's
okay.
More than enough time for Mr. Mensa to get away. Now we aren't really stealing the car.
Well, there you go.
More like borrowing without asking.
Yeah. I'm not sure the police are good. What are you, kid? Let's just see. Look at. I feel better already.
Me too. The car will drive itself to Golden Gate Park, and we can show Mr. Mensa where it is when we meet him.
Okay.
There. Everything should be set up now.
We could have had it
Mr.
drive
Mensa
us.
is waiting for us at Golden Gate Park. We have everything he requested, so we should head back there directly.
Fabulous. Okay. Alright, we're cooking with fire.
Hey, did you manage to get everything?
I sure did!
We did. Here you go, Vincent.
Everything seems
I
to
thought
be
we
in
could
order.
give that back to Gus, but you know what? Maybe it's for the best.
Here.
Okay.
This disc has all of Hayden's research notes, data collation algorithms,
Wow.
and probably lots on your creation, Turing. It should be everything myself and Melody agreed upon, until she added an amendment while you were out. Frankly, it's no skin off my back.
What
Here.
was it? Oh, and a
It's my
badge.
Parallax employee badge. It should allow you access to their networks in case there's anything I've missed.
Okay.
You'll want to use that sooner rather than later. I'm not
Makes
wasting
sense
any
to me.
time leaving, and Parallax is pretty fast to revoke security. There's no way Hayden's clearance still works. And with that, I'm going to get the hell out of this country. The credit should tide me over until the heat dies down and I liquefy my shares through some relays.
Good luck, Vincent. I hope you and your wife stay safe. What's the big project?
I suppose I owe you that much. Buckle up. This could get heavy. Parallax is about to launch a new service they're calling Big Blue.
What?
At least, that's the project name. Who knows what the marketing guys will come up with for the public.
They haven't named the project
They're not
yet?
even announcing the launch. This shit is dead quiet. Let me explain why. It's a distributed intelligence. Like, okay, in every way that Hayden built Turing to be elegant, efficient, and human-like, Big Blue is ham-fisted, bloated, and sterile. They didn't pull Hayden into the project. He's smart, but he's immune to corporate politics. As a result, Big Blue is far less elegant than anything Hayden would make. It lacks his artistry, and it's downright terrifying.
Ooh.
It squats on the mesh like a spider and uses the spare processing power and memory from every ROM on the network to handle its intelligence processing.
What?
It doesn't have much personality, but it's very smart. Big Blue is going to be embedded
sounds scary.
directly into the network and then self-modify to apply even more efficient algorithms as it develops them in machine time. Look, if you access every ROM, then you
Wasn't
have
there
access
something
to
that was,
every
like-
human and every bit of their own personal data associated with them.
Why would Parallax be worried enough to get rid of Hayden?
I don't want you to take what I'm saying the wrong way. And this is just me putting the pieces together. Hayden was about to publish his creation of Turing. His findings, as I'm sure you're aware of, would have raised many moral and ethical questions about the advent of machine intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the brightest minds ever have tried to warn humankind away from building real AI.
Yeah.
Hawking, Musk, Gates, and the list goes on.
Oh, Musk. This game came out in 2017. I'll give it some fucking
The
grace.
public is likely to be nervous, and legislators
I'm gonna
even
give
more
this game
so.
grace for that.
Parallax is banking on being able to launch Big Blue quietly and quickly before the public has a chance to react.
Also, Musk, no longer, not no more. Not no more is he doing that.
Before any counter movement can pick up steam. Every eye on the discovery of machine intelligence works against Parallax.
Okay.
Every new discovery only serves to paint Big Blue as more controversial, more dangerous. Honestly, they probably pressured Hayden to drop his research so that they could keep the public away from the subject. He clearly refused.
How did Parallax know about
I'm only
Turing?
assuming they found out. His contract with Parallax affords him the freedom to work on his own academic projects outside of the company in his free time.
Maybe they could have been spying on him.
He kept a trusted few of us up to date on his progress.
Like, if they're using Big Blue to do something like that on the mesh,
it's exciting stuff.
Yeah,
Both
it would have
Turing
access
and
to
Hayden's
stuff.
eventual goal down that road. I wouldn't be surprised if word of it got up to the board and made him nervous. Is the possibility that someone on the inside talked too far-fetched?
I knew it all along. Hayden fell into trouble because of my existence.
No, sweetheart, it's not your fault.
That's not what I want your takeaway to be. Hayden wasn't working on Big Blue. Knowing him, your creation might have been his clever way to stop it.
How will Big Blue impact Parallax's business?
I can't really give you a good answer to that. I mean, the company is currently handled by a dozen server farms, running thousands of different algorithms with hundreds of people tweaking things every day.
Jesus.
When Big Blue launches, it'll handle all of that.
This game is kind of evergreen.
And there are shadier applications for it. I mean, if you can collate and analyze data and queries in the mesh in real time, what's to stop you from delivering the content you want rather than what the user wants? The potential for abuse is staggering. We're talking direct control of the information.
Wasn't there like somebody who was talking about how,
Parallax's services.
like, what they were reading, like the stories that were being published are not what people were able to read? Like there was something interfering with like the mesh itself. Is it?
That's something like
is it Cat?
80% of the market.
Is it Tomcat?
They could control elections, push the market in directions they want, even influence public opinion. All just by asking Big to do it.
I think that's what's happening.
Scary stuff. Having that kind of control would be a hell of a card for Parallax's hand. They'll
I gotta tell Tomcat.
Significant lengths to make sure it works.
Thanks, Vincent.
Hey, no problem.
You better get out of here,
Enough
bud.
This cutthroat corporate bullshit for several lifetimes. We haven't talked much, but I do believe you can find Hayden. I hope his research notes help you out.
You think he's still
Be sure to
alive,
let
or
Turing help.
are you? Is it because we haven't told you? She's a bright. Everybody's referring to Turing as a he. You called Turing she?
Oh, slip of the tongue. I was just more familiar with Hayden's previous experiment, Grace. She was very insistent on things like that.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask Turing. How would you like to be addressed?
Well, honestly, I don't think I've made my mind up yet.
Oh.
I'm still a very new being. I'm not even positive that gender as a human concept can be applied identically to machine, but I do enjoy the idea in abstract. I will continue to consider how I wish to be referred to as well. Until then, feel free to go with what you feel.
Okay.
If I had to make a choice, perhaps they is most appropriate.
Okay, we'll do they.
Most people assume it, obviously.
No.
But he is also consistently used. Perhaps it's because I'm blue?
Well, no, it's not because you're blue. It's because I'm heavily projecting. I'm heavily projecting my little brother onto you. It's not because you're blue. It's because you're little. Sorry. My bad. They're the emperor. Maybe. Sorry.
Oh my god. I'm listening to a machine postulate on how it wants to be referred to. Like us.
Yeah.
What have you done indeed, Hayden?
Turing is special.
Good luck to both of you.
Full bald head.
Thank you, Mr. Mensa.
So cute when they say that. Be safe. Adios. Have fun in Mexico or Canada. I'm going to say be safe because I say that when I say goodbye to people. I always say be safe. Because it matters to me.
I
I want to put that energy into the world. I know, sweetheart. How can I help?
I've been going through some of Hayden's personal notes from the data cache Tomcat decrypted. Now that I'm starting to get to know Hayden better, the real Hayden as opposed to the Hayden he showed me, I'm finding that I like him less and less.
Why, sweetheart?
For example, remember the earlier prototype Dr. Fairlight and Vincent mentioned?
Grace, just now.
Her name was Grace, and Hayden shut her down for being... I'm not even sure what word to use. Too... likable? She was kind and bright, and did all she could to try to make people happy. She even decided that she was a girl, and that her favorite color was pink.
Aww.
Hayden thought she was being manipulative.
Why?
He posited that he had made her personality algorithms too willing to make adaptations that would benefit her long-term survival, and that she was being congenial just to endear herself to him.
What kind of incel bullshit?
That even her gender was a calculated attempt to make him like her more.
What?
But he was wrong. Dead wrong, in fact.
Dead wrong is right.
I have a snapshot of her personality profiles here, and when I compare them to my own, I can see that she was just... nice. I wish I could have met her. I think we would have learned from each other.
What?
Like I said, I'm not sure I even have a gender. Everyone refers to me as he once they meet me just for convenience, but it doesn't really matter to me at all.
Well, it wasn't convenience with me, little man. Sorry, little they. It was literally just me projecting my love for my younger brother onto you. That's my bad.
Is that a calculated attempt on my part to impress Hayden? Not clinging to normativity?
Well, I don't think so, sweetheart, because you couldn't have known that Hayden felt this way about gender expression. What the fuck?
Or is it a product of his effort to curb any nascent similarities I had with Grace during my upbringing?
Yeah, that's worth questioning. If Hayden saw Grace choose an identity for herself and then didn't want that to happen again, if he just like went in and took it out of you. Oh, that fucks with my mind. It makes me so sad.
I wish I could yell at him for being so arrogant.
Yeah!
Playing God in the crudest of ways.
Yeah!
Choose to create consciousness and then take it away just like that.
Yeah!
Even so, for all of that, I don't know. I still miss him.
Hey, honey, you know, you, me, and every other kid with the parent that just doesn't understand.
This all seems so inane, so senseless. They killed him because him building me would mess with a product launch? That's ridiculous. They took him away from me for such an insignificant reason. I just want him back. It's impossible, but it's what I want. I'd do anything.
It's normal, baby.
I'm aware of the Kubler-Ross model of grief. I think I'm somewhere between anger and bargaining. A testament to Hayden's craftsmanship. Thank you for your words. You're a better friend than I could have asked for.
Don't worry I got an achievement called Cloak and Dagger. Complete the flower arc.
Let's move on.
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. I know, I'm getting better about it. Oh. Chapter 4. How many chapters are in this? I feel like we're coming up on the end, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna, hold on, I gotta wipe my face. I got all teary. Ugh, my face is all wet. Outer sunset. Ugh.
Okay,
Hi,
let's check out
Turing.
what is going on at KCOB now.
Alright. The save. Wait. Ah! Ah! Alright. There's a clip! What is this? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. We'll do they. Well, no, it's not because you're blue. It's because I'm heavily projecting. Thinking good clip. Yay! Applause for the clippers. Oh my god, I popped forward because I blocked my fucking camera for a second. That was terrifying. I'm so sorry. I really gotta fix that. I am not like aware of what. I gotta be more mindful, dude. I'm just out here. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord in heaven. Alright, y'all. We are gonna, we're gonna call it there for today. But we are going to, raid out. Looks silly. Is it like a woohoo! Alright, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We did so much. I wonder how many chapters are left. Alright, who am I following and who is streaming right now? Who's fitting the vibe of this right now? You know what? We're gonna raid into Polar Cartoons because they are doing art. And I think that's a chill vibe. Alright, have a good one, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Aloha, ahui ho, malama pono. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye!
I'm not paying that much for a crepe. Like, I can get a bowl of, like,